Harper Paperbacks and HarperAudio present The Home for Wayward Girls, a novel, by Marcia Bradley. Performed by Caitlin Kelly. With love for my parents, Frances and Emily, always. Joanne and Tom, my strength. And our sister and brother, gone too soon. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Eleanor Roosevelt. 1. New York City. Loretta was an independent woman. She was cautious about shadows, yet her hunger for the future was distinct. Subtle as fine jewelry, strong as her prairie roots. The silk scarf around her neck was not meant to hide her scars, although she covered the wounds she'd carried to New York. She wasn't sure why. Even her hair was a mixed message, streaks of auburn, brown, and gold. "Hey Siri, my sunrise songs." She paused to listen, to mark time, to affirm what came before and what was to come next. A singer's husky voice, slight as a feather, floated toward the walnut floors of their Manhattan apartment. If it was a different morning, Loretta might have canceled her appointments and lingered over coffee with last Sunday's Times, headed to Trader Joe's, and made a stop at her favorite thrift store to scout for unexpected treasures. Had hers been a different life, perhaps this would not be the long-awaited Tuesday, a day of critical importance. Loretta stood by the window. She watched the hustle of the city 8 stories below. The sounds of horns rose to greet her. An ambulance sped down Broadway. Her heartbeat raced. Even her freckles trembled. The feelings of anxiety were too familiar. She wanted to hold herself in check, to keep her secrets bound to her soul, to tell the world off, but also hug it close. Born on the cusp between Gen X and Millennials, she was now, at age 35, tempted by the opportunities the 21st century presented. She felt close to unstoppable. She'd worked hard to prepare, knew to breathe, to find her center. It was a coerced strength, an internal muscle she'd trained. No giving in to fears today. "You ready?" Clark called from the kitchen. "Almost," she said. It was unlikely Clark could hear her, but she was sure he was counting down the minutes as she was. "Nervous?" "Nope," she said, although he'd know better. "Maybe I am. About talking to the reporter?" "You don't have to, you know." Clark appeared in the bedroom doorway. His lucky tie hung from his shoulders, not yet knotted. "Don't let it mess with your head." "No, I do have to. I'm committed. I must. It's gonna help others." "I knew that's what you'd say." He stopped long enough to catch her eye and offer his pep talk smile. "Come on. Coffee's ready." "Be right there." Her friends asked how she stayed so calm. They didn't know the skills she'd learned when she was a child, that hiding nervousness can give one a sort of strength, and that years of always keeping a safe arm's-length distance wasn't necessarily good for your spirit. "Do you meditate? Are you never anxious?" some asked. "I try not to let things get to me." She winked and told those closest to her, the people she trusted with her sticky, incontrovertible past, where she'd both cowered and prevailed, led and fled. Her thoughts debated what she owed the decades that had fostered the person she'd become. Those days and months when she would do anything, right or wrong, to get by. Is victory deserved if the journey included errors in judgment and turns that might have been avoided? These questions were the squatters that claimed space inside her head. "How is it that you are nothing like your parents?" Clark had asked when she finally broke her silence and told him about her childhood and her life before New York. "It doesn't
Sample complete. Ready to continue?